Greetings and salutations, moviegoers. We are here in our 8th episode of Natty and Nigel Go to the Movies.
Number 8.
Can't believe we are already at the end of August. Wow. And Nigel, how has the heat been treating you these last few weeks of summer?
Well, I guess we've had a little bit of relief, but wow, it's been hot. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember that? You know that Tom Waits album, Black Rider? When it gets too hot for comfort, you can't get no ice cream cones. It ain't no sin. Take off your skin and dance around in your bones. That's what it reminds me of.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Sing more.
I think that's just, yeah.
No,
you got to wait for my debut solo album.
You really are.
Nigel
good.
solo
really
album.
Good. He is very good. Well, only 3 weeks away until the official beginning of fall in September. We are looking at comedies this week, specifically chicks versus dudes. Nigel and I again differ on comedies. We actually do go back and forth quite a bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We do. That's okay. We got a dynamic going on.
We do.
It's okay.
These things are interesting. But I think there is a marked difference on what makes a comedy more of a chick flick versus guy humor. Cases in point. Bridesmaids. I doubt you have seen this.
No.
Most men have not. It's not. It's all about being the bridesmaids and the tediousness of going through that. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Oh my God. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. Probably not. I'm guessing not. No. And this is one of my favorites with Mira Sorvino and Lisa Kudrow and Janeane Garofalo. Who does not love Janeane? I love her.
Janeane Garofalo, she was one of my favorites.
She's brilliant. Wonderful. I'll throw in 2015's The Duff, newcomer Mae Whitman, whom I think we are all going to see a lot more of in the future. I have said this about younger stars, and it has come to pass. Keira Knightley, I said she was going to be huge, and look at what she's done. Anyway, I'm just saying I'm a fortune teller. I really think I should be a talent agent. But I couldn't stop laughing at that film. But all these films, let's see. Okay, and I'll throw in Tammy with Melissa McCarthy. And I used to not be able to stand her. But she has come a long way in her recent indie films like St. Vincent and Can You Forgive Me? McCarthy also starred in The Heat with Sandra Bullock. All of these films, most guys have not seen. There's my shtick on why there is a marked difference between chick flicks and say even your basic rom-com, which I think is a whole genre in and of itself, like your Bridget Jones' Diary, Queen Latifah's Holiday, or any number of J-Lo's films. I swear to God, all her films are chick flicks, which is different. It's still different. Rom-coms are made to watch on date night. Rom-coms are their own entity, but when it comes to just raw humor, you've got to look at Melissa McCarthy. She's bringing it. Sandra Bullock does a lot. She's done rom-coms, but she also just does comedy. And the films I mentioned above are comedies that I think even, a guy could laugh at. If you did watch, say, The Heat or Tammy.
Right.
A guy could laugh at these, but clearly geared towards and driven by women. Because they're not your typical boy meets girl, storyline. In most rom-coms, you have that funny spin on how the couple gets together, yada, yada, yada. But The Heat is just pure comedic fun.
Okay.
But she can get raunchy too.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
She can be. She's my kind of gal. And the storyline doesn't. I don't think I'm alone in saying that most view women as not being able to bring the raunch to comedy in the same way that men do. Like, it's not allowed. But I'd say that's changing. Look at The Duff, and you've got this teenager who blatantly realizes she may not be your homecoming queen, but she's damn funny, and her delivery of sarcasm throughout the film would match any male comedy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's a lot on my list I'll have to get to, clearly. But Well, if we're moving on to comedies that are, I guess, more oriented to dudeness, I would be like, I'm going to take it very literally here and go with The Big Lebowski, because the dude
Nigel's
abides.
favorites.
Right. And I mean, it's I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I never thought of it as a specifically dude film. I thought it had more appeal, but maybe now that I think about it, it is. Well, I mean, it's the dude after all.
Dude.
It is the dude we're talking about here, is it not? So that's my first dude comedy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's see. We just watched 40-Year-Old Virgin. And that one's pretty. That's got some serious dude energy going on.
Yes.
Like,
it's all in the Manoland.
The Manoland. That looked. I can't imagine having.
I know.
Going and waxing your chest hair. That's.
But women do their bikini area every day. That's happening.
Let's not forget. Yeah, that's.
Which I think but that's what made that scene so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. It was like, finally, a man knows our pain.
Yeah. That just like. The things like where the guy's like sulking over losing his ex-girlfriend, and like they're out at the bar and they're like, come on man, get back in the game, come on bro, that kind of thing. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that's definitely over the top dudeness right there.
It's great. It's funny though.
Yeah,
it is funny, but there are ear markers. What else you got?
Well, let's see. I thought I'd add one more about. See, this one I actually saw. This one, another Seth Rogen. No, yeah. I saw this in the theater, and I thought it was a chick flick, and someone corrected me. So I'd have to watch it again. I don't know. I don't remember all the whole movie, but yeah, that was Knocked Up.
That is a great film.
Yeah.
You're not my Baba. Do you remember that Cirque du Soleil scene?
Oh.
They're shrooming.
Okay. Okay. See, it's been a while. What year? Do you remember year? That was like 20.
I don't know. I want to.
It was after
2010.
I think it was after 2010.
Was it after 2010?
I think it was later than 2010 that it was in theaters. But yeah. So oddly enough, there was another Seth Rogen film.
Oh wow! It was 2007.
Really? Okay. My memory's just
watch movies later than they actually
So
come out. I could have sworn that was much later. No, 2007.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was going to add some other movie, but I realized it wasn't really a comedy per se. Well, I mean, there were comic elements. Like I was thinking, okay, Dude, Wolf of Wall Street. But I mean, that is sort of like, I don't know what genre that one is, but that one's just like over the top Wall Street excess, Leonardo DiCaprio. But it wasn't necessarily a comedy. I'd have to watch that one again too. I want to read the book.
They do. I can think of one. I can think of a dude film that it's like a male comedy. Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, okay.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Dude.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's fun. That was funny.
Okay.
But that's definitely male comedy. Did you have any female?
Well, I was trying to, okay, I mean, there's a reason when you say, you probably haven't seen a lot of the,
most guys
chick
don't.
comedies, so-called chick comedies. And so I was thinking, racking my brain, going through. We did an episode a while back on Nicolas Cage, so I was like, okay, Moonstruck. I saw that one
Oh
way
my
way
God.
back. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what do you think?
I think
That's-
people can. I think both can. That would be a neutral.
That would be a neutral. You
That
think?
would be a neutral.
Okay.
I say it because
So-
that's a really good example of mixed.
Yeah.
There is something in there for the exasperation of the male over our
The-
undecidedness at times. What do we do? What do we do? Oh
forget-
my God!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a, see, we love you, Nick.
Cher and Nick.
Yeah.
Cher and Nick.
Cher and
They did a bang up job in that film, I think.
Yeah, that was
remember it
excellent.
did
God,
pretty
I
well.
love that film.
But yeah, beyond that, oh boy. But yeah, so but it's kind of interesting. Like we were getting in, like, those listeners who gender studies students, weigh in. Feel free to send us your thoughts on like how
What makes-
movies are directed toward gender and marketing and all that.
Okay, I'll throw in another one, The Edge of 17. I don't know if you've seen. It's more of an indie film, but it's like an indie comedy, and it has newcomer Haley Steinfeld. Again, I think we'll see a lot more of this gal as well. She is funny, and these younger actresses are the new Lily Tomlin and Bette Midlers who dared to step outside the box. And when I think of other guy films, okay, I'm going to throw some at you, if you
Okay.
would agree with me.
Okay.
Ace Ventura, any one of Jim Carrey's films.
Yeah.
See, to
But
me,
his-
that's guy
yeah,
humor.
Yeah.
He's
Well, yeah, but
He's all about the man.
he's such a distinct kind of character. He's like, he has his brand of
true.
comedy going.
True.
But I guess you're right. Yeah, still at the end of the day, it's a dude film.
It's a dude film.
Comedy.
I don't know if you've seen Ride Along with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. I mean, you got Ice Cube in a film, and you've got male
Right.
written
Yeah.
all over that.
Testosterone going on there.
Especially Ice Cube. He's badass. 2014. If you have not seen this, oh my God, people rent or try and find this on Netflix. Ride Along. And yes, you already mentioned The Big Lebowski. Talk about your take on a rom-com level. What's the one that all guys watch in terms of, like the 40-year-old version? It almost borders on that, but not really, because it had some raunch in it. But you want to talk about a comedy that all guys, and maybe you haven't, maybe you have, I don't know, you tell me. Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
I have
That's-
never seen this. I've only heard of it, because even the name says guy to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it does. And I had no, and all I see in the poster is like these guys with like big cowboy hats. Well, that's not. But most guys I know have seen Blazing Saddles. They're like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. It's like what The Godfather is to drama, Blazing Saddles is to comedy for men. This is just my personal take.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Hot take. Natty's hot take. We'll go with it.
I mean, what does male? I'm just going to ask you because you are a man, for all I know.
No, am I a man or am I a Muppet? If I'm a Muppet, then I'm a very manly Muppet. I had. You never saw that?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, but
That's
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. What do male comedies have in common? Maybe a bit of raunch, sometimes macabre. Let's face it, guy films can sometimes be kind of macabre.
Dark humor, violent.
Yes. Yes. And it's usually a twist or satire on some thing, an issue, etc. And I'm going to throw in there Eddie Griffin's, I don't know if you've ever seen this, Undercover Brother.
No. It's on my list.
Definitely put it on your list. It is not the best made film. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you, because it has most people would say, "Oh, that's the most racist movie they've ever seen." And well, the point of it is to deal with the topic of stereotypes. But guys can get away with that. Guys have more leniency in film than women, and I will say that spans across whatever genre you're doing. But because you could never do a film, a funny comedy, and have it even get through the studio like Undercover Brother, that was all about racism and stereotypes. women couldn't get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
But guys can.
Okay, well,
So that's one.
that's what you call it. See, I can't make comments on that specific film, but I'd say with much of a lot of movies
Mm-hmm.
and society and at large, for that matter, you got your penis license. That's what that's all about. It's a penis license.
Wow. That is a new term for me. I like it. I like it, Nigel. It's true. Yes, it is. You can wield them freely and fully.
Are you licensed?
Women are not licensed. Oh
Apparently.
my God.
It's a problem. We gotta.
I could go any number of directions with that comment.
So there it is. Yeah, I mean.
Wow.
So
my mind is blown. My mind is actually blown. You're right.
So yeah, we've probably got some listeners going, just gonna want to weigh in on this whole conversation. So
wow, no, it's true. I'm blown. Okay, maybe that wasn't the right term.
Yeah, careful.
Oh
Careful.
God, we might have to edit. Sanchez, are you back?
Our intern is still. Where is that guy?
We're gonna have to fire him.
We're gonna have to get a new intern. If
get
any of you
in here.
listeners, if you're interested in interning, please at us at #Nigel and Natty. And for that matter, any comment you might have about this episode or other episodes, #Nigel and Natty. And
but either way, I'm talking about these licensures. It brings me to my totally gender-neutral comedies.
Gender-neutral comedies.
Mm-hmm. That anybody could relate to. Is not geared or marketed towards any of us in particular, like the Raising Arizonas.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Raising Arizona. Okay, fair.
Nicolas Cage,
sure.
We love you. I think we're going to mention every one of his movies.
Obviously we're going to mention our Nicolas Cage homage episode. Go back and check that out if you haven't already.
We really love. I want a poster of him in our studio.
Mm-hmm.
Zoolander, Office Space, Best in Show. If you are a dog lover, you need to see Best in Show. Oh my God. It's all about showing your dogs. It is like, and that's really how we are. Us dog owners. Best in Show.
Yeah.
See it. But it's all in the marketing. How the film industry has driven people to look at comedy, what is allowed in female comedy and is not always equal to or allowed in male comedy. Though we have women who are trying to level the playing field.
Mm-hmm.
So there
Here's
it is.
to a more level playing field.
But we don't have that extra body part. We don't have the license.
Well, it ain't always about the body parts.
Really? Try saying that again to the person next to you who doesn't have one. Okay.
Okay. Well, fair. Okay.
But yes, there it is.
Okay.
That's my take on why there is such a marked difference, why we are geared towards, why we are catered to.
Yeah. So please, listeners, weigh in. What do you think about dude comedies, chick comedies, gender-neutral comedies, in-between comedies?
And who gets the upper hand, really? Okay, that may be a step
comments.
too far.
Send us your comments. #Nigel Natty. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this edition of Natty and Nigel at the Movies. We hope you're enjoying your summer, watching lots of movies. Stay with us on Wednesdays for new episodes. You can find us on the web, nigelandnatty.com, social media, #Nigel and Natty. Until next week, Nigel and Natty out.